Curtis King.
If you've been watching my channel for a while, then you know I don't do collaborations very often. I mean, it's not because I think I'm better than anyone, it's just I have this theory about collaborations. The best collaborations, in my opinion, happen when they're organic and not transactional. Now, this means that every time I did a collaboration that was strictly business first, I didn't like the results. But after I stopped selling beats some time ago and that damn pandemic happened, I started to actually miss working in the studio with artists. And this is where TikTok entered the chat. After seeing the homie Kato go crazy using a feature on TikTok called The Duet, I actually got inspired to want to do some of my own. Needless to say, those duets went off. When these videos started going viral, I had celebrities like Chris D'Elia and Andy Milonakis going crazy over my beats. But more importantly, I had a tidal wave of independent artists from all over the world also sharing their stories over my beats. However, one artist for me stood out in particular.
I do what I do, what I do. It's true, I got something to prove. Professor, I take him to school. Dysregulated, breaking rules. LMF, you got them tools, yeah. Ghetto diamond, I'm a jewel. For those asking who is who, it's Lady D.
Lady D. She brought something fresh to my beats that didn't sound like anyone else. To me, what stood out is that she sounded like a seasoned vet with a classic flow, but a modern delivery.
I was relatively new to TikTok. I got on TikTok during the pandemic. My daughter would send me TikToks, and then I found out you couldn't like a TikTok unless you had a TikTok. And then I started seeing, oh, this is cool, the duet. People can rap to other people's beats. And so I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get on that. And so the first video blows up, and I'm excited, overwhelmed a little bit. And then I started finding myself trying to chase that feeling again.
I think a lot of us fall into that for sure.
So I took a break and I did some meditation, and I, kind of went inside myself and like, why do you really want to do this? And interestingly, almost immediately coming back from that, I find you.
Something that really stood out to me though is the fact that Lady D didn't fit society's expectations of what a viral rap sensation looks like. A black woman in her 40s that is a licensed and accredited psychotherapist.
Hey y'all, happy Therapy Thursday.
A mother and a wife that raps about self-empowerment and a journey of being an MC in a male-dominated field.
My papa told me something my whole life. Can't never could. So as long as you keep telling yourself you can't, you never will. But that's a socialized stereotype that kind of goes along with women lose their value as they age, because we like young and we like tight and we like beautiful.
Hip-hop has always had this weird relationship with the topic of age, specifically when it comes to younger rappers.
This nigga Ice-T old as
Ain't nobody listening to your old.
Them old rappers, man, them be looking really dusty.
No, I don't feel like he's relevant.
But that's a part of hip-hop. It's supposed to be rebellious against whatever is the current norm. Fortunately for me, that also means being rebellious to that rebellion. That's hip-hop.
I always say everything before 40 is research. For me to go on TikTok and spit bars that say, and I'm getting close to 50 with my fine ass, that was me reclaiming, like, I'm not old, but here's what earth age I guess I am. How am I supposed to act my age or feel my age if I've never been my age before?
You see, these are the collaborations that get me the most excited because I personally know what it feels like to be written off and thrown away. So with this in mind, I reached out to collaborate with Lady D, and over the past few months, this is how it came together. First, Lady D sent me a song that she wrote years ago called All the Way Myself.
Let's see if I'm still the one take wonder. I'm all the way myself. Come to realize I can't be nobody else. I'm all the way myself. Who else can I be when no one else understands us but we? And they keep on asking who's the real Lady D. And
I took the audio from that cell phone recording,
faking and fronting ain't good for my health.
turned it into an acapella, and then reworked it around a beat of mine to fit her vocals. We'll have a vibe. If you trust me, we'll have a vibe. I promise you, we'll have a vibe.
Keep on asking who's the real Lady D. And I don't even know, but I know that I'm a G still. I'm all the way myself. Come to realize I can't be nobody else. I'm all the way myself. Faking and fronting ain't good for my.
After draft 1, this was her reaction on TikTok.
Last night I stayed up way past my bedtime because I was on Curtis King live stream on YouTube. When I tell you the magic that this man can do, ever
never let them win, you gotta kill their ass with kindness. Nothing left to talk about, try to go and find it. Been doing this for 30 plus years. Started in the back of a trailer with a 4-track, one mic, had a whole conversation with me, felt my vibe, and then created my vibe.
Her excitement was infectious, and it was only the rough draft. So I wasted no time reworking the beat so that she can put some new vocals over the production.
They snitching, no misery, love company. They hating and they inching close.
To me, there's nothing doper than hearing that fire in a rapper's voice as they're breathing new life into one of their older songs. And I don't know, just the fact that she recorded this inside her kitchen also reminded me why I love calling myself a DIYer. After spending some time mixing a song, I sent it off to Lady D, and this was her reaction.
I gave you the notes that I had. You went back and did what you did, and I was like, this is perfect. I listened to it 1,000 times.
Fire.
I listened to it at the gym while I was working out today. You know how long I've been doing this, and I've always settled for crumbs. Whatever was left, whatever you could jump on. You're a female in the game, so you just take what you can get. And my last heartbreak experience was I was performing on stage at the Balinese Room in Galveston. Doesn't exist anymore, Hurricane City. And I was doing this song called Bring It In. And all of these women were crowding the stage and they were so excited and it was so crunk. And I could see my husband ripping and running through telling everybody to stand up and being a hype man and all of that. And I go over to talk to, not gonna drop any names, but I go over to talk to this person who's representing a label. And I got pushed. I was done.
Yeah.
At that point, I was just like, I'm not going to do this anymore. And then I took a break from music and got really depressed and figured out that I can't take a break from music. So when I came back, it was just about making music for me. I didn't really share it with anyone, none of that. So when I came across you, just the vibe was different. And that's what I mean by organic.
Yeah. And now I'm proud to present the final version.
All the way myself. All the way myself. I'm all the way myself. Come to realize I can't be nobody else. I'm all the way myself. Faking and fronting ain't good for my health. I'm all the way myself. Who else can I be when no one else understands us but we? And they keep on asking who's the real Lady D, and I don't even know, but I know that I'm a G. I'm still alive and in these streets, still grinding constantly, trying to come full circle. Gotta make ends meet on my hustle, survival, live by the street Bible. They snitching though. All the way
myself, now available on all distributors. When all is said and done, I want to leave an imprint on hip-hop. I want to be a part of the generation that doesn't throw away our OGs because of irrelevant things like age. Let Lady D be an example of why you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, because you might miss the best part. Peace.